Okay, sorry about that. We just had a brief crash. It seems to be restarting the stream, which is always a good thing. Just managed to save our game. I did, however, completely lose my train of thought, sorry. Hopefully you're all seeing, hearing, etc. It's a card draw going on, shall we? was wondering why things were going crazy. It, when you DC and things, it tends to put auto tap back on. Which I think you can't actually deal with unless you're in a game. Okay. Sorry, I kind of got thrown for a bit there with the whole disconnecting thing. Two, three. Not a fan of multiple taps, but at the same time, gameplay. Okay, it's back off now, apparently. Okay. All the prowess we could get. Makes me a little bit more comfortable. This is interesting. Huh, I didn't know that it actually did double proc. We are dead. Because sometimes you learn things. And that's okay. That's a cool thing about being new to the game, is I don't mind dying or losing matches. Because normally half the time I'm learning from kind of why I'm losing. You know, I've had friends who've played this for literally decades, and I'm, you know, I think 2 months now. Super baby player. And I think that's cool because it lets you guys watch and see things as well. I feel so sad putting that on the bottom of my deck. You know, sometimes there are things which might be so basic that people have forgotten, which to me is all new. Or just for other people who want to learn the game. And I definitely have been known to make weird decks to go, I wonder if this works. No, too much I can do about that right now. That does seem very demanding of him. And remembering that I have to wait for them to be tapped to use Seal Away. Oh, it was so bad when that first came out. That I would just cast it without thinking like, yeah, I've got to remove. Oh, wait. I do actually, I know Cast Out has Flash, but Binding of Ixalan is kind of well now.
We begin. I will call the dragons.
I think with the core set, which they've just put on here and has just been released kind of in general, to kind of help out new players. I'm not sure if they're the same, because in core sets they tend to, from what I understand, like pre-make decks. You know, like this is the white deck with this focus. This is, for example, what I think this one is, the mono red dragon deck, which they kind of gave to us. Because I'm pretty sure the mono red was dragons. So with this patch they kind of introduced the attempt at the base tutorial, which I think's a little bit too simplistic, if I'm really, really honest. Oh, there goes Lyra. But yeah, once you completed it, you got all the decks. I also unlocked another one through like a quest. I'm guessing they're doing a weekly quest to earn a dual mana deck. Yeah, as you can see here, Tactical Assault, Forest Might, Arcane Inventions, Dragon's Fire, Graveyard Bash. These 5 got after completing... Oh, maybe it's not because I'm not actually seeing him in there. But in the same way that when the game came out, we had these, was it 13? Dual colour decks. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Uh, 10? Have I deleted one? Was it only 9? I have no idea. But yeah, so we had these pre-made decks which you could edit or clone to then make your own from, which I kind of wish I did because there's no revert back to the original deck button. But yeah, we've now got these core set ones as well, which is quite nice. I mean, for people like me who are completely new, it kind of gave me a way of saying, alright, here's a starting point, as well as actually letting you, not have to worry so much about how many cards you had. Gonna try it more, and then we might try out our historic one. I haven't actually played the historic one yet. It's just a bit more aggressive rather than actually being just straight control and wait until you pull up your second sons, or you hopefully do. Sorry, I feel very scatty today. It's only been, I think, a week and a half since I streamed, but it's like I'm all out of practice and got to get back in the swing of it. Oh dear. I will keep my 4 cards. It normally happens to me. I get 2 land hands and I will mulligan and then get rubbish, and I'll do that 2 or 3 times, and then I'll keep the 2 land hands and never get another land. It's like I sit there and watch it happen, and it's like, oh, it's just, I can see it every time. I know it's exactly what's gonna happen. But hey, it's part of the whole intricacy of Magic. If I didn't want to have to worry about mana issues, I'd go play Hearthstone or something. It's the only game I can think of off the top of my head which has generated mana. I think Gwent does as well. I can't remember. So, I've got that kicking about somewhere. I had a a little bit of a run through some of the tutorials, but I don't know, for some reason just got a hold of this, and I don't know whether it's because, you know, I've got friends who play it and they talk about it and they go to tournaments, but Magic just really grabbed me. Hearthstone I thought was kind of okay, and I played it for a bit, and I was like, oh, I don't know. One, two... Syncopate. It's really just designed to see how much you can piss off your opponent. There's just something about it, like every single time, I'm just going to do this for one more mana than you have. It's just, you know, it's just going to make them angry. Actually, thinking on it, I think the reason why I enjoy Magic is probably the same reason I enjoy Final Fantasy XIV. And stick with me here. I know that sounds like a bit of an odd comparison. Final Fantasy XIV, compared to other MMOs, you have one character that can play every single class. You know, you can do all the crafting, you can sit there and tank, and then you can go and level up your DPS or whatever. And I know there's things like WoW, which obviously has all your multiple specs, but you can literally do every single class in the game on one character. None of this running back through all the story 80 bajillion times when you want to try something else. And I think that's why I preferred Magic over Hearthstone, which is really the only other online, I think that makes it DCG, that I've really played, is that with Hearthstone you very much got the, oh, these are rogue cards, I can only play them if I'm on rogue. And okay, there's this other really cool card which I like, but no, that's a shaman card, so I have to go and play shaman. You know, and I know obviously there's, oh well, you know, you've got to play that and that's a white card, but you can mix and match pretty much any mana, and really if you want to and you can make it work, you can sit there and play all 5 manas. You know, I've sat here and played against a guy who had about 275 cards in his deck, and it was ridiculous. It was just like, I've got every single legendary in the game. And I think he did beat me in the end, just because it was just so much nonsense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we need another land to play that. You know, but you can do that. You can sit here and, you know, say, well, I like unicorn, so I'm going to have a unicorn deck. You know, or whatever. You can be as thematic or lore appropriate as you like, and it doesn't matter because you can pretty much play just about any card with any other card. Probably shouldn't be letting him draw this much. also, funnily enough, got more card draw than I have. And the whole point of it is to draw this card twice. There's our 7th Mana Source, but we of course actually have to wait. So, yeah, please excuse my yawning as well, by the way. It's probably a really long-winded way to put it. But I think that's what I like, is the freedom to mix and match anything as you would choose. Now, the thing which I'm never entirely 100% sure of is I assume they can just disallow or whatever my approach of the Second Sun. But hey, like I said, if I'm not gonna sit here and try things out for the fun of it and get it wrong, well, which one? Yeah, it's not instacasting. Oh, it does! Okay. 7 cards, guys. Gets put 7th from the top. I never remember. I might just because he's doing that, Field of Ruin his arch. Nice! If you see what he's done there, he's pulled Lost Legacy in from his sideboard, which lets him pick a card, which is Approach from the Second Sun, because he knows that I've just played it. And he can look anywhere for however many copies of that card I have and exile them. So that I can't then replay it. You can also use Gideon's token of you can't lose the game, an opponent can't win the game. And sorcery. Okay. I don't see that one played very often. I'm just being a little bit petty right now. Interesting. What else is he going to try and pull out? I wonder. Oh, this is very good. Because that's a sorcery, and it was instant only. That's interesting. The second one would have done it anyway. He's gonna do something awesome and I want to see what it is. I don't know, maybe he likes just having that there as a just in case card. Four, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's Lost Legacy. Eight. Keep staring at it and go, what are you doing? What are you gonna do? Like, there better have been a cool combo out of all of that, or I'm gonna be really, really disappointed in Masaru here. Spending a lot of mana, it could be the torrent, yeah. You did leave enough to play Disallow, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm so dead here. Let's try our historic instead. Because the problem is I see that and I'm like, oh, that was really cool. I want to make a blue-black deck now so I can do that. No. Hello. I have a hello button here somewhere. Hello. So yeah, this one's a little bit more creature oriented. Screwed this up. Oh well. That was weird. Attack, little ballista. You can do it with your 1 damage. But things like Constrictor and Hapatra. Seeing that come out a lot. Also a good card. Right. Oh, we got another one. Wow. Get 2 for 1. Basically, you trigger your own revolt. Also, by having the Renegade map, you can also use that to proc it. Pretty sure it's only 1 per turn though. Not 1 for each. Oh, he's gonna get 2. But he's not gonna get 4, is what I mean. It's only his end step. So he can scry them if he likes. All I care is that they're gone. Because he can't use them to regenerate next turn. Put 5 counters on each creature you control on each other planeswalker. Okay. All non-land permanent cards. That's a little filigree guy. You don't get me wrong, he is amazingly cute. Also, is a very inefficient way of getting is it the one I think it is? I swear he does the Lefax cost 1 less, or is he card draw? That's right. Jeez, how many copies of that does he have? I mean, yeah, there's synergy there, but it just... seems a really, really slow way to do it. Unless he's just hoping to go and put 5 tokens on them all. is you do this, and then next turn you make like 4 of them, 3 of them, and they all get +5/+5. Then they all kill me. It's gonna take him a bit longer to get up to 10 again. I've got time. No, I meant to undo that. Oh dear. I forgot it's Fumigate that gives me 1 life. Oops. Misplayed. Oh well. He was a little bit scared that exile wouldn't count. Yeah, I could have done it sooner, but it's funnier that way. If you can't beat them, at least annoy them as much as possible. It's always been my motto. uh, okay. Maybe not, but it's still kind of funny. I dread to think they're all rares or mythic rares. I can't remember which. But it's gonna spend a lot of cards on those. Okay. I think I'm actually gonna call it there, guys. Thanks very much for coming out. Sorry for the little hiccup we had partway through there with losing connection. But yeah, luckily that doesn't happen very often, and hopefully I won't be seeing it again for a while. But if you enjoyed watching and would like to see more, feel free to follow me here on Twitch and on Twitter at DeviantSockPuppet as well. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, or I even tried out Mixer today as well. I'm going to assume there's a like/follow option on there. I need to have a bit more of a look into it, sorry. But yeah, all of those are at Deviant Sock Puppet. And if you would like to help contribute to the stream so that I can get more equipment and games and the like, you're of course always very welcome to donate or subscribe via Twitch. And yes, it's been a while. I have to try and remember all of these little checkboxes in my head. Of course, donating and subscribing is never required, but always appreciated. And like I said, does just help me kind of make a better experience for all of you guys. Like I said, I do have my schedule up on my Twitch stream. Should be a little box underneath there. I do try and also update Twitter with just before I go live and what I'll be streaming. And yes, if there's anything different. I have been out of it for a little while. Like I said, I had some real life issues. My mother had a bad fall and operations and days down the hospital and all that sort of stuff. But fingers crossed, I should be all back to normal now, which means getting back to my regular schedule. So that is all from me for now. Until next time, thanks for watching and happy gaming.